Shotzi Blackheart. Don't know her real name. Haven't looked it up. But Shotzi is currently involved in a storyline on television where Bayley cut her hair. This was either 2 weeks ago or last week. I don't remember. This week, Shotzi reappeared in a vignette where she's seen shaving her head, very reminiscent to Britney Spears in 2007, where she did it to regain control of her life. Because that's why Britney shaved her head back in 2007. Paparazzi was doing all this craziness, continuing to plaster her life all over tabloids and all that kind of stuff, making all these stories that weren't true. And Britney shaved her head in protest, as in saying, I am taking back control of myself, of my life. She was having a mental breakdown, for sure, but the message is the same with Shotzi Blackheart as an on-screen character. Bayley tried to take away her autonomy. And then Shotzi said, no, I'm taking it back, and ended up shaving her head. And as a result, and I want you guys to come to Twitter, because you guys are going to get the full transparency, I made a tweet. Now, this tweet can be seen in poor taste, and that's fair. But I want you guys to know what I tweeted, because you guys need the full context. So here you go. Here's the tweet. So it looks like we're repackaging Shotzi Blackheart. She pulled a Britney Spears and shaved up all her hair. I don't have high hopes under this creative regime. Right? Not saying anything bad about her in particular or her act. I'm just tweeting about what I saw. No context. News dropped that the reason why Shotzi shaved her head was because her sister is currently dealing with cancer. That's her sister right there. So in support of her sister, she requested to shave her head on TV. Maybe not on TV, but she let them know that she's going to shave her head in support of her sister, and WWE incorporated it into her character, right? So to me, I think that is such a good deed. That is so cool of her. What a loving sister. I gave her props on Twitter. Matter of fact, it's right here next to it. Look at this. Bro, that's so cool. Shotzi Blackheart apparently requested to shave her head in support of her sister suffering from cancer. This goes beyond wrestling. That's just being a good, loving sister. Respect to Shotzi. Right? So instead of just showing love, being wrestling fans and appreciating these wrestlers when they do these good deeds, Twitter is always gonna fucking Twitter. We got motherfuckers taking that last tweet I just showed you, which is deleted by the way, posting it on this tweet to show, oh, see what an asshole he is. See what a disingenuous fuck he is. See, this is exactly why I delete my tweets. This is why I am put in positions constantly to protect myself from toxic fucks all over social media. Because I'm in a position now, very privileged position on YouTube, on social media, to make a living off of what I do. So any chance these assholes can get to try to take me down, they're going to hop on it. That last tweet, which I'm going to leave on that post, by the way, it's deleted in real life, but I am so confident in myself and so confident in Shotzi if she ever sees that tweet. I don't know. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. We'll see in a couple of hours or so. Maybe she will block me. Then we'll talk about it then. I don't think she's going to block me. You want to know why? Because she understands what I meant by that post. Shotzi Blackheart as an on-screen character has done literally nothing in WWE. Literally nothing since she got to the main roster. I'm sorry. She hasn't. Her creative direction has been shit. She went from having a tank to not having a tank to getting her tank back and then not doing much with it. Now they're doing a storyline with her and Bayley where all of a sudden she's shaving her head, repackaging her. So you want me to think all of a sudden now she's going to be good in WWE? Hell no. The women's division is a chaotic mess. But that's irrelevant to her good deed. So anyone trying to flip it and say that you're a terrible person, I wasn't mocking her deed. I was talking about her creative character on TV. But the moment the news came out, I deleted the tweet. I acknowledged the good deed that she does. But see, and I want you guys to hear me. This is something that's going to continue to happen to people like me. Because we live in a world now where everyone is trying to get that dollar. Where everyone is trying to get that money. Where everyone is trying to get what you have. They don't want to create their own space. They don't want to create their own platform. They want to take what you have. And it's crazy. You're going back through my past to get me canceled, to shame me, when I'm trying to actually acknowledge something that these wrestlers do? Why? Because you don't like your life. Because you're not happy with where you are. Instead of working on yourself, you want to tear me down and bring me to your level. But that's why I delete my tweets, ladies and gentlemen. We live in that world now. If you are someone that makes a mistake, guess what? You're human. So guess what? You're going to make a mistake. If you're someone that makes a mistake, eventually the world is going to turn on you. The social media platforms are going to turn on you. You literally have to be Jesus. You have to be Jesus Christ to not make a mistake. And it really, really does bother me because I'm seeing JD from NY get a lot of heat. And JD is really catching it. It's ridiculous. Now, I do believe that JD should take the tweet down. He should take it down, and then he should acknowledge that, yeah, I didn't know what was going on, but now that I do, props to Shotzi. He can still say that the creative direction is not all that great. Maybe he'll even say it sucks, but that's the creative direction. He has a right to that. We're not talking about, again, I don't know Shotzi's real name in real life. We're not talking about her. We're talking about Shotzi Blackheart, the television character, who hasn't gotten any type of solid direction since the main roster. But you know what? Here's the crazy thing about all this. Those of you who've been following me, you know how I feel about Shotzi. Even since her time at NXT, what do I always tell you? I'm not a fan of Shotzi, but I understand why others are. Go back through my reviews on NXT. I've been saying that since day one. I get why fans like Shotzi, but that's just not my thing. What's crazy about all this, I became more of a fan of hers because of this act. Because this was a good thing for her to do. And unfortunately, because I'm dealing with idiots, it's tainted because of how toxic Twitter is. I didn't have to delete that tweet. Let's get something straight. There was nothing wrong with that tweet. I had every right to feel that way. I didn't say anything that was inaccurate. That's exactly how Britney Spears reacted in real life. Her TV character is reminiscent of what Britney Spears did. What was wrong with what I said? Me not trusting the creative direction. Look at the women's division right now. That is irrelevant to her real life deed. I can acknowledge that she's a good person and did something really sweet for her sister. And then also say, I don't think WWE is going to do something with this direction. So anybody that's trying to get me canceled, that's trying to stop my momentum, that's trying to hinder the growth of Just Alyx, because the brand is expanding, understand that I have a solid audience, that I have a strong fan base, and that there are people out there like Shotzi, and I'm praying that, again, hopefully I don't get blocked. I won't. I don't think so, but let's see. That can look at that tweet and go, he means well. Because I do mean well. Now, if over time, there is a good direction for her, they're actually booking her properly, they're actually giving her a story, they're actually giving her development, and she becomes a big star, I'll turn around and say, you know what? I should have had more faith. But I don't. I just don't. That doesn't mean I can't acknowledge the good deed. So anyone saying you attacked her, get the fuck out of here. But I need you guys to understand, this is why I block people. This is why I delete tweets. It's to protect me and my business and my image. Because there are people out there that are looking for the smallest shit to tear me down. Because they don't like that I'm able to make a living off of what I do. Well, guess what, bitch? Deal with it. You deal with it. Deal with it. Go to bed so you can wake up in the morning to do the job that you fucking hate. Deal with the life that you can't stand. Because you're too much of a fucking bitch, too much of a fucking coward to work on yourself and make yourself better. Because then, if you did that, you wouldn't be coming on Twitter, going back through my past to make me feel bad about a tweet I posted, to make me quit or to cancel me. Fuck out of here. Congratulations to Shotzi Blackheart for making such an awesome move. She deserves all the praise in the world. And let's see. Maybe WWE will do something with it. I don't think they will. I think it's going to fall flat on it. I truly believe it's going to fall flat on his face. But it doesn't matter because it's irrelevant. She did it for her sister, and she's a good person for it. That's it. That's my rant. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play this intro and get to the SmackDown review.